Grave Tone.
Welcome to Grave Tone Podcast, where horror comes to life in every form it takes. I'm Megan.
I'm Arthur.
And it's FNAF Day.
FNAF.
I don't know if that's the actual name of the day for it, but at this point, given the reaction that we just witnessed in the theater, it sure feels that way.
It is, at least for anyone who was in the theater, was definitely FNAF Day.
I'm okay. I know I said this on the way home, but like I feel overstimulated.
It was overwhelming.
It was so overwhelming.
It was a lot.
Oh my God.
I was hoping it would make it fun. It didn't.
No.
Not for me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not complaining about it.
I love
because
that we're like the old fogies of this.
We are. It's fine. I get it. But we were talking about this on the way home, and I'm like, okay, I understand, and I'm okay with this because this is how we felt / behaved, I guess, on the finale of Marvel.
Yeah, that's it. Like when Marvel was good and everybody had built up to like Avengers Endgame and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And like those like really huge franchises that we've had.
Yeah.
But like I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed as somebody who goes to a film festival every summer and experiences people shouting and cheering and clapping and doing all of those things. But I guess it's just the vibe feels different. Maybe it's because I feel like I'm part of what's happening. And I don't feel like I'm like, oh God, what's going on? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. During the movie, so obviously we watched...
we saw Five Nights at Freddy's 2 today.
Freddy's 2, obviously.
Yes. Like anyone would have expected that this week's review would have been about anything other than this movie.
Look,
Come on.
And I don't know if I was more afraid of being in the audience than what was happening on the screen.
Holy crap. There were a couple of people that were so intense, like in the rows around us, that I was like, I feel unsafe in this movie theater. People are so excited.
Anyways, whatever. Hey, let people have their fun.
It's fine. It's not for us, and we know that, and that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
It's actually nice that there's a franchise that exists right now that is getting people of like a slightly younger audience, mostly of a slightly younger audience, so excited.
Super excited about it.
I know. So, like, it's not really something we're seeing on a regular basis. So, in that sense, it's kind of fun.
Hey, maybe there's going to be some future big horror fans in this audience, and I'm all for it.
That is probably true.
Start with FNAF.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, shall we do, like, first impressions and digs before we get into the spoilery section of things?
Course.
Okay, perfect.
As always, you guys know the format. If not, you should by now. If not, go listen to the episodes. Okay.
Follow all the things at Gravetone Pod. Thank you.
Yeah. First impressions. I mean, look, I left the movie and I was not impressed with it in the sense that I'm taking this from a horror perspective, right?
I know.
It was not a horror movie per se for me. It was fun.
Sure.
I liked the animatronics. They upped the budget.
It looked fabulous.
Yeah, they upped the budget from the tour sources I'm reading. Variety saying it's 36 mil. The previous one was 20 mil.
Oh, yeah.
IMDb is saying it's 51 mil as the budget.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. I don't know. I mean, I probably kind of believe more Variety. So, like, the budget was better. You know, the acting was still great. It was dark. I liked the shots. They had some great kind of like jump scares and stuff.
Sure.
The animatronics themselves were amazing.
I
don't know if they were like fully CG. Last time they weren't fully CG.
No.
Like they had enhancement with CG.
I don't think that they were this time either.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that part was great. Anything else outside of that? Not many kills. The kills were extremely PG-13.
Very tame.
There was nothing really going on.
Yes.
I am glad that the guy from Jurassic Park was there. Watson Knight, I believe.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight, yes, thank you. He's always great and funny.
He was such an asshole, this character.
Yes, of course. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's it. I feel like I preferred the first one more. Maybe it was because of the novelty and the shock factor of it. But yeah, this one was okay.
Yeah. I'm very middle of the road about it. It looked great. I agree with like the upping of budget on a lot of the visual portions of things were very cool. It's cool to have little bits and bobs in there of like intros to other characters and other bits of this universe, even if like we have no real knowledge of the lore of all of this, but like even just like, you know, seeing that I'm like, oh, that's cool. There's like an expansion happening here. Like this is happening. They're throwing this kind of in.
They're
like
just new characters. They weren't boring, the new characters, which is good.
Yeah, they're fine.
You know?
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably why it's so disconcerting, because we're sitting in a movie theater with people who are so hyped up about it, and I'm sitting there like, oh, okay. Just like very, very just kind of like, okay, following this, sure,
Yeah.
this is what's going on. And that's about it. And like I get to the end of it and I'm like, okay.
But you see, that's the thing. So the excitement of the audience from this movie was the fact that it's a franchise they love in terms of the video games.
For sure, yeah.
Right? There is like famous YouTubers and personalities that were in that movie that people are excited to see. It's the characters because they build up that like whole huge, basically cult following at this point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And people are excited about the new one and the old ones and everything, and this character and that character. But this is all related to the IP of this video game and what it created. It is not
Yeah.
related to the horror aspect of the horror quote unquote movie.
No, that is true. I think, yeah, it's true.
That's the
Everything,
thing, right?
nothing is, that's like, maybe it's because that's what we're used to, right? Nothing is, people aren't cheering about the kills being so original and crazy or over the
Yeah.
top or anything. They're cheering for the intro or the shots of characters that they love because of the video game.
Exactly,
Being
that's it.
introduced or being shown in a particular way, or, I don't know, doing something, I guess, that you're maybe able to do in the
video
game.
yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Performing like an action that you're able to do in the game or something like that. I think that's mostly what it is. So that's the thing, right? Is this we wind up being like,
That's the thing.
okay.
And like I'm not trying to be like horror snob here or whatever
not
it
at
is.
all.
But it just really drew a line in my head, in my mind, that this is more about the characters in the IP.
And the Easter eggs that are being dropped.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Than the horror aspect of things. And
Agreed.
it's fine.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And it's fine. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to give a number of digs that you're feeling right now?
digs. Yeah. So our rating system is digs. Shovel digs.
Yeah, we started this not too long ago.
Yes, like digging a grave.
For
you know.
reviews, yeah.
I don't know. So I don't want to like lowball it because
No.
it wasn't bad.
It looked great. So.
That's it. It looked great and everything. I would say it's like middle of the road, like a 4.5 probably.
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
I was aiming for like a
You know what I mean?
4. I
Yeah.
think 4. I think 4 is where I'm sitting. 4 or 4.5 digs is roughly where what I'm feeling and where I'm sitting with it right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe I would change my mind if I like rewatched it or something. I don't know, but this also again because of like my sort of lack of knowledge of the lore and like attachment to the IP that it comes from and everything.
It's the attachment to it.
I won't
think that's
really-
the thing.
But I mean, like, in that sense, it's not really a movie that I'm going to seek out to rewatch in the first place. We didn't rewatch the first one before we went to see this.
No, we didn't. But if we played the games,
Yeah, I guess.
maybe there's gonna be more to it.
But, like, do I want to do that? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
We can try it out. Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, it is definitely kind of like middle of the road.
Yeah.
And that is okay. Even from the things that I read when I was researching on it a little bit, for example, like the box office from the premieres, or at least the opening night, which is not tonight
Today.
technically speaking. It's
Well,
it's Thursday
okay,
evening.
fine, fair.
So it is on pace. So it actually made 7.2.
Okay.
And they're predicting to have kind of like a weekend opening budget box offices of 35 to 40 million,
That's pretty good.
which is not bad.
Yeah.
But they're also like, at least that's what Variety is saying, is that they are expecting it to maybe be a little bit less, and they are okay with that in terms
Oh,
of how
okay.
much it rakes in, just because it is a follow up, doesn't have the shock factor anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's a little bit of a different story and stuff. So
Okay.
all that.
All right. Okay. Shall we get into the slightly more spoilery side of things and do our 3 favorites?
Sure.
Okay.
You've been warned. Spoilers ahead.
Thank you, Gary. Very nice. Go dig some more graves.
He's always just here for us. We love you, Gary.
You're a good guy, Gary. If you guys get that
Watch
reference.
Final Space if you haven't watched it. It's so good.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. I mean,
Okay.
look, seriously, the thing that I think one of the first things that I liked are the animatronics. They were great, but I actually preferred the ones from the first movie,
Like the old ones.
the old ones, because they do come back and
Yes.
they're actually kind of like a pivotal moment
True,
in the
yeah,
story
yeah, they're
towards the
important.
end and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I like them much better than the other ones. Those ones from the
they're
OG location, quote unquote.
Yeah, they're like too sleek. And
They're
you're
too
like,
sleek. Yeah, they're like too new. They're too
like an actual robot. You're like, I don't want an actual fucking
yeah.
robot.
And actually, like, they were also not scary because they're not like deteriorated and half
Not at all.
destroyed and whatever
No,
it is.
yeah,
The old ones were
yeah,
scary, man.
yeah,
Like that thing
I
comes
agree.
hunting me down, I'm running.
That's fucking
The
terrifying.
new
Yeah.
one, I'm like, okay, well, it just looks like a robot with eyes, just like.
But
push
it looks like
outward.
something that I could like. Where's the off switch on this thing?
That's
and
what
I'll
I'm
just
saying.
like boop boop.
Yeah,
But like
just,
if
push it over. And
I
you're
I
done.
completely agree. Like because we spend a lot of time with Chica,
Yes.
right? Like new Chica, you're kind of like, okay. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, whatever. She just looks fancy, doesn't she?
Also, she's voiced by Megan Fox, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Okay. Also, okay. I don't know if this was just me that noticed, but I was looking at new Chica and old Chica, and I'm like, did they like try to make new Chica look more like feminine?
Yes, they did.
Like, was there a reason for that? Is because she's voiced by Megan Fox? So they're like,
Yes.
I guess we have to make her a little bit hot. Like,
Hot Chica, hello.
so weird. I noticed it
I mean, look.
I noticed it more when old Chica showed up, like the original looking one that
Yeah.
looks like a bird. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, why would they do that?
I don't look. It's Chica.
So
It makes
weird.
sense. It's also Megan Fox.
Sure, which I have no idea how that casting came about. That's so random. And we only realized it because someone in the theater shouted out, oh, "It's Megan Fox!" Because I guess they read that she was voicing the character, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I know. We double checked and it actually
were
is
like,
her, which is
huh?
cool.
yeah." Which okay, fine, sure, whatever. Yeah, but yes, I completely agree with your point. To circle back,
Right.
that the old ones, when they come back, I was like, that's terrifying, especially when they first kind of animate and Bunny has no face, the bunny.
Yo,
That's fucking scary.
that's fucked up,
Yes,
man.
like you would run away from that. Original
That's what I'm
Freddy, I
saying.
would run away from. New Freddy, I was like, oh, he's so cute. Like, come on.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So look, I like them. They were great because again, it was the same studio that came back to
It was
make
Jim
them.
Henson Studios, I think,
Something like that.
that had done. I know they did the first one.
Well, no, that's exactly it. So if they did the first one, they did come back for this one.
Yeah.
It is called Jim Henson's Creature Shop. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, and so Jim Henson, creator of the Muppets, so obviously
go.
they were going to be impressive.
Yes, exactly. So that was great.
Yeah,
That was
and they look fantastic. They do. They
That's
look
what I liked.
so good.
yeah.
I'm copying your first one. I'm sorry. There's that, like, to be fair, that is the most impressive part for me of the film is, and I will say, like, I agree with you that I do like the old ones better, but I love the contrast between the old and the new.
Yeah,
That
so
way,
I
it is
think
cool to see
That's
that.
why it was done. So I'm not like
Yeah.
hating on it.
No, not at all.
I think it was done on purpose and it makes sense.
Yes, but in terms of like
know?
quote unquote what's scarier, oh, it's the original ones.
exactly, that's it.
100%.
Yeah, that's it.
I agree.
For the second one, a little bit hard to pick. I am not sure.
Apparently, you're gonna make a song out of it, you weirdo.
do, 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 do. I think I like, and that might be, I don't want to say weird, but
Okay.
like a deep dig.
Oh, none of
I
it's
guess
none of it's weird. Just
it
what
is.
is it?
It's the layers of Vanessa.
Okay.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that was my thing because when I was watching it, I was not expecting it,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me almost a little bit by surprise in terms of how this character is written, her whole story. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. Everything else I could totally expect it. Her thing, I was like, yeah, probably not.
I find actually, if I have to pick, I will say I think Elizabeth Lail, who plays Vanessa's
Yeah.
character, is definitely one of the strongest cast members
Mm-hmm.
in this film. Like she does have nuance to the way that she portrays the character. There's like more there than there are with like a few other characters that you're kind of like, yeah, okay, I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I liked her character.
Yeah.
Very well. She's super deceiving in terms of her whole storyline. We learned
Yeah.
that she has a fucking brother,
Yeah, you're
and
like,
you're like, what?
this bitch just likes to withhold information.
Right?
I can't blame Mike for being pissed,
I
honestly.
get it.
I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I'd also be like, nah, I think I'm done with this quasi-friendship relationship that we have going here.
Yeah, that's it. Like, no, but her layers were great.
I agree.
Not something I was fully expecting, although I guess I'm not surprised now that I know what it is.
Yeah.
But I was not fully expecting it. She's also great, and there is definitely going to be a third movie. I'm calling it right now.
Yes.
There's definitely going to be a third movie just
Oh,
because of
God.
the way that this
Okay.
one ends.
Yeah, we will.
Also
I won't give
because
away the whole thing, but it fully ends on a cliffhanger, y'all.
yeah,
Like,
100%.
completely.
And the thing is that, of course, obviously there is Skeet Ulrich in it.
I know.
And Matthew Lillard, but that one we knew.
Yes.
Both are great, but because it's Skeet Ulrich, who did not get enough screen time
Agreed.
at all.
Oh my God.
He had one scene that he could not even do any kind of range.
He better be in the next movie.
He will be in the next one.
He'd better be.
I'm telling you, the next movie is, like
Yeah.
you said, it's going to be a showdown between him and Matthew Lillard's
Yeah,
character because there's a
yeah.
connection at the end and everything, whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, that's like a major spoiler, so just watch the movie. But he definitely is going to be in it because his screen time was like laughable.
Oh,
it is
was
almost
like
insulting
5 minutes.
to him.
It was nothing. I know. I was like, oh, how dare you?
I know.
How dare you? It's Billy. How dare you do that?
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, her character's depth was great.
Yeah.
The other characters were also good. Just not enough screen time for some of the more major ones that I was expecting them to
that
have
I
a lot
wanted.
more.
Yeah, I agree. I really wanted a scene between Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard, and I feel like I'm going to have to wait till
So,
the next movie for that.
I did not think that this was going to happen in this movie. I definitely thought it's probably going to be the next one.
That's gonna be in the next one.
But I was expecting him to do more.
I
thought he was
agree.
going to at least help them or
I
something
thought he was
during
going to
the
show.
movie.
Yeah, because he was like, we
you know?
need backup. Like at one point, there's a
Yeah.
line where Vanessa says, "We can't do this by ourselves. We need backup." And I get that Mike goes and asks the ghost kids to save
Yes.
Abby. Whatever, fine. But I thought part of that was going to be him calling Henry
Yeah,
and being like,
that's
"Bruh,
it.
I need your help. Your daughter's gone batshit bananas. I need you to come and talk her down." Like I thought that was going to be
That's
part
what
of
I
the
thought was going to
storyline.
happen as well.
Yeah.
But nope, not even.
Yeah, it was some of the writing of the plot was a little shaky, in my opinion. We were just like finding ways to plug holes where we could, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess.
all right.
I mean, look.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, what was your second
Oh,
thumbs up?
my second favorite was a new cast member who joined, which was Freddy Carter, who plays the character, spoiler, I know we're in the spoiler alert section, but I'm saying it anyway, of Michael Afton.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked
That's
him.
a great choice.
I thought
he was so good.
I thought he was wonderful. I thought he was the best new member of the cast.
Yep.
He shows up as a quote-unquote security guard of the original
Well,
occasion.
so remember, he calls himself Mike, the security guard,
yeah, well, because
but he's not the original Mike.
whatever the ghost chasers there, they say they're like, yeah, his name's like Mike or something, and then he shows up, he's like, no, it's Michael. And when that happened, I knew there was going to be something to this because when that happened, I didn't hear anything, but there were a bunch of people in the audience that were like, oh, like they weren't sure. And I was like, okay, this means something. Obviously, this character is going to be important. And he's also like, he's weird and off-putting. And you're kind of like, okay, well, he's going to mean something later.
The way that he played that character was amazing.
So
I was
good.
freaked out by him
So
on the screen.
good.
It was very like eerie and creepy.
So good. He's played by an actor named Freddy Carter, who's an English actor who I've seen in the Netflix adaptation of the Shadow and Bone books. He plays Kaz Brecker, who's also like, he's a book favorite. Like a lot of people love that character. And he's actually my best friend who has read all of those books, Shadow and Bone and also Six of Crows, because those were like mixed into that universe for that TV show. Kaz Brecker, she found was the best cast of the entire
there we go.
show. She was like, when I saw him, she was like, yep, 100%, that is that character.
Cool.
I thought he was fantastic.
He was
He was the right level of manic.
Yes.
It was over the top, but in a way that made sense for the tone of the film. Oh, I really liked him. I thought he was great.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
agree.
he was so good.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that. For me, a number 3.
Yes.
So, I mean, I guess the third thing that I did enjoy
Yes.
in this was some of the jump scares that were there, that were filmed, I think, in a great way. Obviously, it's not
Yeah.
like something that you're unexpecting or whatever it is, but I liked how it was really like in your face.
No, they
Maybe
did,
it
yeah.
helped because we were sitting literally in one of the first rows because
my
the movie theater was packed. But like that was in your face. Like when in the dream sequence, Matthew Lillard's character appears, and the doors start opening, bam, 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 and then
Yeah.
he's just right in front of you. That was really cool. I
Yeah.
liked that a lot. The whole thing with Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Charlotte,
yes.
that's it. Yeah, when she's like flying around and she's like, in your face and everything when she's taking over, the marionette shots.
I
all of
really,
those were really cool.
I did really like the the marionette makeup when she possesses
Yeah,
people.
that's
That
it.
looked cool. That looked very good.
That's it. So like that, I also found that very, very enjoyable. Even the marionette, I wish they did a little bit more with that
Me
character.
too.
Because people were super excited
She
about
was
it. I
so
was like,
freaking
okay.
creepy. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, that's it. So I was like, okay, there's something to it, and it's
Yeah.
cool. I'm assuming she's probably gonna come back in the third movie that they're most likely obviously gonna make.
Oh, no, they're definitely
because there
gonna
was like no really closure to this character.
Yes.
Especially how the movie ended.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm hoping there's gonna be more
I think so.
to that. And if they kind of keep that level of the quote unquote scare factor, I did enjoy that. So that was also good.
They can crank it up a little bit.
A little bit, fucking turn that dial to 11.
Yeah, that's
There
it.
was
You could just crank up that gore factor a little. I know they're trying to maintain that PG-13 rating. I get it. I understand.
I know. Yeah,
Just,
that's it.
Just a little bit. You could just like creaking along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. That's it. Whatever. Mine are all like character stuff, I guess, other than the visuals. My last favorite was Matthew Lillard. I don't care. He has like one full scene. It's a dream sequence towards the beginning of the film. He fucking ate up that scene. He was wonderful.
Nailed it.
Oh, he's so good. I love him.
He's still so good. I mean,
he's
he's
so
doing a bunch of stuff nowadays. He's in that rock band. What's his name?
Oh, Ice Nine Kills.
Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
he
He's
just
doing-
had a collab because he has I think it's a whiskey.
Yeah,
or
they're
a
doing a
bourbon
whiskey
or
thing.
something distillery.
Sorry,
anyway,
yeah,
apparently he has
it's a whiskey bourbon.
It's his company. Anyway, and they had like a collab with Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah, and like all of their. By the way, check them out if you're into rock, because all of their music videos are basically short movies.
Oh, all of the songs are all horror film based, horror
Yes.
story based, everything. That's
and they all do like little films that also follow each other
they're
throughout
so
the albums. It's so good.
They're so good.
And he was on that. He's
Yeah.
doing this. He did a bunch of Comic-Con stuff. Anyways, he's like having a
Yeah.
resurgence.
Oh, I mean,
and I'm so down for
he's
it.
in Scream 7. We have full confirmation that that's happening in some capacity. We don't know how. Like all of that's going on. I love him. I never stopped. But I really like. I find most of the time when he's especially like even like his characters, like even like Stu and stuff like that. The bad guys that he plays,
Sorry, I mean, I didn't even have to call it. They're literally saying that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is coming.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was already in the works.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. He is, like, even as Stu, the characters that he plays are, even if they're evil, they're, like, a little bit zany and a little bit wacky and stuff like that. I find he's playing William a bit more, like, straight horror, and I really like it. I really like the way that he has a level of, like, a menacing kind of air that isn't really something that you see from him on a regular basis in his other films, and I'm like, oh, he's very good at this.
Yeah, it's great. He's also, like I was just saying, he's fucking busy, man.
Yeah.
So they're filming Behemoth, which I don't know what it is. Let's find out. Follows a musician from a family musician who returns to Los Angeles. A love letter to the music, movies, and people who make it. Okay.
Okay.
There's Five Nights at Freddy's, One Heart. He is in a Scooby-Doo live action series. He is in Carrie, the Mike Flanagan's Carrie.
Oh my God, yay.
He's going to be Principal Grail.
Oh, cool.
He's going to be in Daredevil Born Again. Cool.
Huh.
And Scream 7. And also something called Cross.
Interesting.
So, dude's busy, man.
Good. Fine.
Love it.
Great. Keep giving him work, everyone.
That's it.
We love that range. So good.
He's also such a nice person. I've seen like videos of him interacting with fans and even with kids on Comic-Cons and
He's so
stuff like
good
that.
at
He's so nice.
He's really good at putting on the shaggy for
of
kids
course,
and stuff.
that's it.
Which also, like, to be fair, also iconic.
Oh, 100%.
Iconic. We're never going to have a better Shaggy. I'm
Nope.
saying it. That's it. He's Shaggy for the rest of my entire life. That's
Agreed.
it. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
never getting a better one, and I don't care. Yeah, so I feel like that. I know he wasn't in it for very long, but I'm so pumped to kind of see where that aspect of things is going because he like chews up the scenery when he's there. He's so good
Yeah.
in all of this stuff.
I really think that this movie is basically kind of like the whole thing that they're doing now lately, at least with TV shows.
Yeah.
Like they did with House of Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You get one good movie which is good, then you get the in-between movie, which is a build-up to the third movie, which is going to be better.
Yeah.
So I think this was one of those in-between movies to create the connection, introduce the characters, not spend too much time on it, still have, kind of like a movie and a story, but the whole main showdown is going to be in the next movie, which will probably be the last one. And I think this is when Skeet Ulrich and Matthew
Yes.
Lillard is going to have a much bigger presence in scene.
That is
And,
true.
we're going to be able actually to experience their characters
like
the way
together
that they should be.
because it has been revealed that per apparently the lore in the games as well, Henry and William were business partners.
That's it.
And came up with the animatronics together initially. And then obviously William spiraled off and became like a psychotic serial killer of children. Yikes. But it'll be interesting, I think, to maybe like hopefully hopefully the writing will be strong enough to like really kind of explore that dynamic a little bit, because I think that would be cool to see. I'm more interested in that side of things.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I agree completely. I don't need the ghost kids anymore. No offense, like it was fine, but I'm like that's okay.
As far
like
as we're concerned, they're done.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They were moving on, and I was like, cool. I don't need you again. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
okay
it.
with that.
So
you know, and we did. This film, you know, did give us like a few other people with, you know, some other horror credits and things like that, right? Like McKenna Grace plays one of the paranormal investigator kids, Lisa.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and she's been in like a ton of stuff. That girl's busy for like.
She looks familiar.
She's been in so much stuff. I think on the horror end of things, she played the young version of, I forget which of the siblings in Haunting of Hill House. But,
okay.
She did that. She's also the I think, what's her character's name? Phoebe in the newer Ghostbusters films, you know, Afterlife, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and like the other ones that they've done.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Yeah. So she's like, anyway, she's all over the place.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
She's done like a ton of stuff in more recent years. Mateo Briones, I'm not sure, sorry, who is one of the other paranormal investigators.
Yeah, he was in
who's
like Final Destination, right?
He was also in the first season of the Chucky TV series.
Oh, shit.
He played
yes,
Junior.
Sorry. That, I don't know why I said Final Destination. Yes, he's in that.
Yeah, exactly. He plays Alex, that character, who again, he's only in like one scene, but I was like, nice.
Yeah, no, he was great.
So, you know, we do get like a few other little people here and there. And exactly as we said, right, like Megan Fox voices the new Chica, whatever, like that version of it. And again, MatPat, that YouTuber, Matthew Patrick, who was in the first film as, I think, a waiter at a diner or something.
Yeah.
Which I only remember because I guess his character says the famous line that he says on his
if
game
what I remember
thing.
correctly from the last time, well, the time when we saw the first movie, because I did some research on this guy, is that the game was basically developed by like a very indie developer, and
Correct.
you know, there wasn't like huge marketing on it or whatever it is. But this guy, he was doing playthroughs, YouTube channel back in the days, etc. Right, and he was kind of like the first YouTuber to popularize that game because he was playing it. People were like, "Oh shit, okay."
And he would like theorize, I think, about like what could be happening.
That's
in
it,
the
like
lore
a bunch of stuff,
whatever.
and people were watching it, and that's kind of how the game also got popular, and obviously that's why they had him in the movies.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But now I'm glad that he's voicing Bonnie and Foxy,
He voices
right?
the new Bonnie character.
And Foxy.
I don't know. Apparently, Kellen Goff voices Freddy and Foxy.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that was the one.
Is
Yeah,
my
that's it.
understanding.
That's it.
And apparently, I
So-
think this guy, Kellen Alexander Goff, he voices Freddy in the video games as well. Is my
Oh, there you go.
understanding. So.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. So that's great. That's
Yeah.
great they brought him back. That
So like
way.
that's fun, you know, and again, all of this stuff, like I don't really like, you know, I don't really play video games often or anything like that, so I'm not really like on that side of YouTube. I don't really pay attention to that, so I don't know, like, you know, the same thing as the taxi driver was played
Also
by
big YouTuber,
also a
yes.
huge YouTuber, and everybody got super excited when he popped up as well.
Yeah, but he's like OG YouTuber.
Yeah,
Like
too,
from
like early
2009
aughts or something. This
2010,
guy, yeah, that's
yeah,
it. You know, but that like it's fun because people get to see, like, it would be the same thing as anybody really big, like randomly having cameos and popping up in this. Like it's our version.
course.
Like for us, like the cheers come because like Matthew Lillard shows up and you're like, yes.
And Skeet Ulrich
And
also.
Skeet Ulrich shows up and
yeah.
you're like, yes. That's what we get excited about.
Yep.
You know, it's like when Scream 5 came out and Nev Campbell showed back up, we were like, hell
Yeah.
yes, please, more Sidney Prescott, thank you. It's that kind of vibe, really. So
Yeah, that's it.
yeah,
So
exactly. So this is just like
it's for the younger audience.
it's just like
essentially,
it's for the audience who actually like knows the lore, has played the games, has watched these YouTubers do playthroughs of this and theorize about these games and all of this stuff like that, things that we're just like not aware of. So
Yeah, well, I mean, look, it is what it is.
yeah, I don't know. Final thoughts? Anything really? It was fine.
Look, if you like the franchise, you should definitely go see
for
it.
sure.
100%. It was still very good.
It was, yeah.
Not hating it at all. But yeah, you know, middle of the road. Again, like I said, it is one of those in-between movies that I think it is to tie in the story together. It is not to be like amazing or crazy.
No.
And I I'm like excited for the third one, which I think is going to be better.
Yeah, I kind of this did kind of feel like a film that was like we're leading up to something
Yeah.
bigger, and I was like, okay, well, it's a little bit annoying that we had to have a whole movie for that, but here we are, so it's fine.
Look, it is what it is.
I know.
It's a franchise that's doing well. Hey, man.
True.
They're doing like $20 budget. $20 budget.
Well, some of us would work with a budget of $20.
Fuck, if you can make that movie with $20, you're a magician. $20 million budget, and the other one made something like 80 mil or something like that, even more. So obviously it is doing well and it's paying off.
True.
They're going to keep making the movies until it makes sense to stop them, which hopefully is not going to be milked until forever.
Hopefully it's not going to be like 7 installments.
Yeah, that's it. Like 3, I think, is good.
I agree. A trilogy's nice.
Trilogy's nice, yeah. But anyways.
Yeah.
In other news, we are working on getting a guest
Oh, yes.
on our podcast.
Yes, correct. Yes, we're going to have hopefully, I think, in next week or within the next 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. We'll have, from the time that this episode drops, we will have hopefully like a fun guest episode. So that'll be cool because we'll get to have like a little chat, which will be really nice.
Yeah, we're supposed to have it. Well, I mean, okay, it's going to be a horror author,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah.
if you like books,
we're heading into that space.
we're heading into that. Definitely check it out. But yeah, like I read some of his books, really good.
Yeah.
So definitely.
And yeah, God, that's it. Listen, the holidays are right around the corner. There's a reboot of Silent Night, Deadly Night coming out next week. Wow.
We're getting through the movies.
Oh God, listen. I know we've been like,
boy.
we've kind of been like, every once in a while we've been posting a little bit about it as we're going. We just watched the third one. What a piece of shit. Anyway.
Damn.
Terrible.
Oh my God. Like I said,
Terrible
in some of
movie.
the social media platforms, it was like watching someone play Walking Simulator.
Oh, so boring.
It was something else. But from what I heard is that 3 and 4,
4 and 5.
4 and 5 are actually good.
Okay.
Or better, at
Okay.
least.
I mean, it would be hard to be worse. Let's be
Yeah, I
honest.
know.
Yeah.
So that.
So we're
And
looking
then
forward to that.
The one that's coming out next week that we're going to see and obviously do an episode on is what, number 7?
It'll be 7 in the franchise because there
7
was
in the
also like a
franchise, that's it.
reboot-ish in like the 2010s or
Mm-hmm,
something. That again, this is our first time exploring this, so this is going to be fun. We're going to talk about the whole franchise. It'll be great.
That's it. So, and if I remember correctly, because there's obviously previews and everything, it's coming out next week, so some people have seen it.
Yes.
On Tomato Meter right now,
Yes.
88%.
Are you serious?
I swear,
Stop.
88%, 7.1 on IMDb, and 3.2 on Letterboxd. That is pretty
That's-
damn good.
You know what? That's not terrible.
That is
and
pretty good.
Good for Rowan Campbell. Maybe this will be his little redemption arc from Halloween Ends. That poor guy. He put in such a good performance for terrible writing. And so
yeah.
maybe this is his opportunity to be able to do something else. I feel bad for him. So
Yeah. So, anyways, we are watching all of them in order to have a good, fully rounded
ranking. It's going to be great.
ranking and mostly unbiased opinion. But
Sure. Yeah. Well, from people going into this with like really no prior knowledge.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
going to be fun.
So that's going to be some of the next episodes.
Yay.
Anyways,
Okay. In the meantime, do what you're doing if you want to keep following as we're doing this watch through leading up to the new movie and everything. You can follow us on all of our socials at Gravetone Pod and check all of that out. And we're working on a few other things behind the scenes wise to hopefully get up and running
yeah,
in
we
the
have
near
another
future.
collab coming soon.
Yeah, it's like some collabs, some other stuff like back end stuff coming down the pipe. So hopefully we'll get all of that kind of up and running by the new year. That'll be nice.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's the goal.
Okay. In the meantime, everyone, stay scared and stay tuned.
Ciao, guys.